Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Great to have you here today. This is Deep Target's Customer Success Webinar, January 22nd, 2026. Can you believe it, Helen? It's 2026.
Hey, and we're almost through January, so
We're on a roll. So I'm David Kingsbury. I head up our digital experience, our customer success, special projects, whatnot. And Helen, if you don't know Helen, VP of Implementation Support, Training, and a myriad of other wonderful things. And she's got a great team working with her. So we're excited about our content today. We've got a lot of information for you, as we do every month. And we've got some great stories to share with you as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I had a little teeter there. Here we go. So 2026, here we go. We're going to review 2025 for a few minutes and what we saw, the results that came from there. We're going to do Helen's Hints, which is super popular, and then our top performers for 2025. So let's go ahead and get started. We talked about in many of our last webinars these three things that happened in 2025. We just want to cover them once again to remind everybody. New capabilities, drip campaigns and campaign recommendations. New partnerships, Fingoal and Larky, and new products. So we're really excited about our targeted acquisition program that just came out this fall. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. But we're really excited about the response from everyone about it. So we're looking forward to that success as well to help you guys be super successful. And by the numbers, Deep Target in 2025, 285 active customer contracts. These are really interesting totals for the year. 2.3 million digital customers served at least one ad, and 2.8 billion with a B ad impressions. 931,000 leads generated. Those are clicks. Over 300,000 new accounts opened, and monthly recurring revenue that resulted in all sorts of big dollars for you guys. 37.8 million each month. New loans generated 1.8 billion, new deposits 2.7 billion, and new commercial balances as well. So great numbers. We're so excited to be able to reach so many of your account holders and help you guys grow. So perfect. So we also introduced a new visual that's on our website. It's actually an in motion visual. And what it more accurately shows is Deep Target is a decision engine in the middle between all these different data sources that can feed the data directly into Deep Target. And with that, you can cross-sell, engage, and acquire new customers. And as you know, we have so much analytics showing you what's happening within Deep Target. It's really, really powerful. And we do have an analytics API to integrate with other systems as well. So great stuff. And then in our innovations category, we released drip campaigns this past August. And those are great use cases for a multi-step ad process inside of a single campaign for onboarding, product application steps, deeper personalization, educational process, annual product offers that you might want to set up. And uh, Helen's team can share more details on this, but I wanted to show you guys, as we have shown in the past, Family Financial Credit Union has used this process to introduce HELOCs. So targeting based on a HELOC need by their account holders. They start with what's a HELOC? And then after 7 days, they flip to how can you use a HELOC? And then after 7 days, they flip to when is the best time for a HELOC? And then finally, ready for your HELOC. So this rotation continues throughout the whole campaign process. And it's just a great way to continue to refresh and engage. And so you guys should think about this. And again, we're happy to help you set this up. And we're really excited about it as well. Okay. Then the next big component is campaign recommendations. It has been planned for some time. We're in final test right now. So you should have this show up very shortly. That means automatically you will get a new card on your dashboard, which is going to show AI-powered campaign recommendations. Because we have access to your data, we can do our predictive targeting and tell you some great potential campaigns and audiences in your account holder uh, list that you could create campaigns for, right? So uh, if you, this will show you the ones here, and you can go right into adding that campaign if you'd like. You can click on the recommendations here, and it's going to drop you into a new display, which is general recommendations on new account holder opportunities, perhaps checking indirect, credit card indirect, checking, uh, all checking, and mobile usage and e-statement. And then here on the right, which is our personal favorite, is our heat map, right, Helen?
That's right. So what you're seeing here is, based on age group, it'll show you different opportunities, based on that age group for different account types. So if you
Exactly.
look here, on this, it's got savings. Everybody's got a draft account on this particular one, but you can see where there's opportunities in for different products.
Exactly. Great. Good. And then if you click on the AI driven, this will use the predictive model and show you also consumer deposit opportunities, checking money order or money market and CD, and consumer loans for if you're not running any of these campaigns currently. So
Mhm.
great way to engage and know that you're going to have some reach, if you will, to your account holders and help serve them with your products and services and ultimately help them, but allow the credit union or bank to grow. Okay.
One thing I'd like to mention on this particular one, so this is all products that you would offer, based on your account types that you have and your product codes that you have. This one, you might wonder why some are in blue and some are in gold. This is showing that this particular customer is already running all these checking, money market, and all the ones that are in kind of that green gold. They're running that, but they're not running a HELOC. So this will,
Excellent.
identify which ones you're running or not too.
Oh, that's great. Good, Helen. Thank you for that. I forgot about that comment. Good, good, good. So if you have questions, get ready. Helen, what are you saying in just in a couple weeks? This is going to
Yes,
be
we're
released.
we're in testing phase right now, so it should be out in the next couple of weeks.
We're excited about it. So once you see it, if you have any questions, reach out. You can also set up your customer success review with Helen's team as well. Okay. All right, perfect. So we also had two new partnerships that we're really excited about. One is with FinGoal, and that's about adding transaction data. So imagine peering over any kind of transactions that your customer or member has utilized with your FI and using that to create personas, and then using those personas to create audiences to target campaigns. So great capability technology there. Uh, it's estimated easily a 30% increase in new accounts open based on this. And then also push notifications with Larky. So we are integrated with Larky, and we've got quite a few customers that use both of us now and are integrating together. In fact, we've got a webinar next Tuesday talking about the integration. We'll be with Larky online, and you're welcome to join that. Reply to an email if you haven't seen one about joining, so you can hear about having Larky added. So boom, you can do push notifications based on audiences from deep targets, so you can do another channel of engagement. So great stuff there as well. Okay, so then let's talk a little bit more about what's happened with deep target. So we've actually changed our tagline. Um, Anybody think of the three-word tagline that we currently have? Might be engage, cross-sell, measure. Good shot. There it is down there. It's now acquire, cross-sell, and retain. So adding this acquisition component to Deep Target's capabilities is amazing. And what we've got is something called Target Acquisition Program. We call it TAP. It's a turnkey, targeted, tailored program designed to help you acquire new, profitable core deposit accounts, new customers or members, and then you can create new relationships. You can use Deep Target for your ongoing onboarding and further cross-sell capability. So just give you a visual of it. It's going to use very select direct mail and social media to look at a geographic area around your branches or any area that you'd like to. And it's going to use uh, any kind of internal data that you have, a profile of a great account holder you have, and then lay it across the information that it can be acquired from multiple credit bureaus to identify certain addresses, if you will, and homeowners or individuals for a checking offer or a money market offer or further. So great capability. We've got a whole lot of customers with great interest, and we've already signed at least one to start this whole process, and it's available today. If you'd like to hear more about it, let us know. We're super excited about it. Okay. If acquisition of new members or customers is important to you this year. Okay. So let's talk about Deep Target 2026 industry insights for just a moment, and then we'll get to some of the exciting stuff that about top performers, which I think most of you guys are probably waiting for. So first of all, last year in our January 2025 webinar, we saw this capability, this insight in the industry from the financial brand talking about key communication trends for banks and fintechs in the new year, which was 2025. And it was all about sharing information, building relationships and credibility in a way that will last over a long time. So, how do you build relationships and credibility? Really key. And how do you get their attention for that? So, this year, Financial Brand also released a new article, and it's really talking about retention, but it extends it way beyond that into the communities that you serve. And it's three strategies to keep the love alive. So, um, what they talk about here are physical availability, means an omni-channel approach beyond just branches. Mental availability means cutting through the noise. We know there's a lot of noise in the information world out there. And then emotional availability. It's talking about building that um, uh, emotional connection with your community, with your account holders, and that's how important it's gotten to be. So emotional availability is now considered a required growth driver, where 75% of consumers say a brand's relatability is essential to purchase decisions. So authentically connecting through values and cultural moments are not just product features are really important. So what that means is, in fact, these two combined together really means being personal, show you care, and care enough to know them. So in today's world, everyone wants uh, to believe that their vendors and certainly their bankers know them. And that can make a big difference. And they have to be aligned culturally as well. So what we're suggesting is, and this is it's it's something that you guys need to think about. It's finding the intersection of personal and valuable, and care enough to offer timely value. So you've got the data, so you can be very personal with your account holders. Now you've just got to show them offers or products that would be valuable to them at the right time. Show them that we know you, we're here for you, and here's how we can help right now. So great way to engage. Uh, it's so important, right, Helen, to have a brand that is so engaging and it lines up with the values, right?
That's exactly right. You
Good,
have to have that.
good. So I'll let you continue, Helen, but I'm going to show. Here's what Jolt uh, says on their website, which is amazing. So Jolt's one of our uh, really great customers, and their tagline is "For people, for purpose, for good." And they say, "And while the world has changed, one thing hasn't. We exist to make life better, because every good story starts with people, not for profits. but for people, for a purpose, for good. And doesn't that just make you feel good, make you feel like you want to be a part of that? Helen, I'll let you think about it.
Yes, yes. I mean, this is a good message. The messaging is good. The branding is always on point. And this is, it's telling them that they're celebrating their anniversary. They've been there for you for that length of time. And I think that that longevity is really satisfying to people.
Perfect. So the question is, how do you do that inside of your campaigns and your ads? So certainly targeting makes it personal. Adding first names into the campaign ads makes it personal. And based on that targeting or that predictive model, finding the right offer to share with that individual at the right time makes the most difference in the world. So think about that, and we're here to help if you'd like any discussion about that. Okay,
And David, I'd like to expand on that too, because we kind of talk about this over time. One thing is generational targeting, and I know that as you're putting your content together, you think about what audiences that you want to reach, what demographic you want to reach. Make sure your images
right.
look like that demographic you want to reach, but also that you're using age ranges that match those. So you could have one type of a campaign, let's just say an auto loan, but you might want to have three different types of campaigns out there.
Right,
One
right.
that looks more like the younger generation, one that looks older or whatever. So,
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
And that's why the heat map we showed you with the different age groups earlier is going to be so powerful for you. So to show you opportunities. I want to back up one slide real quick though, and I want to just remind everybody about the emotional availability. So most sales decisions by an individual come down to an emotional decision point. And so, yes, you've got to have reasonably good offers, but if they emotionally connect with you, then they're more likely to uh, open a new account with you. Okay. So I think you guys all know that. We just wanted to reiterate it in this busy time, certainly of ours. Okay. All right. So Helen's hints. So
Okay.
get ready.
Okay, this is the rubber meets the road section of our webinar today. This is just something that we put together for you for good as best practice for the beginning of the year. It's always come to like declutter, think about what you're going to do, planning, and have some strategy. But this particular one is mainly based on, hey, get yourself set up. A lot of times that when we initially set, your FI up with Deep Target, we get new product codes, we get all these kinds of things, and then over time that we need to update those over time. So some of these are to pertain to that. So one thing to look at is, Deep Target keeps campaign information for 25 months. So any campaigns that are older than that, or any campaign that hasn't had a view in the last 25 months, you can delete those. We always say don't delete, unpublish, but there is a time that you really need to do that. And the way you can do that is go into reports, campaign category analytics, get your start date and end date updated. Select that table view, and any campaign that's not on that list can be deleted. So just to let you know, that's the way that you can do that. It'll also give you better performance as you're working in Deep Target to get rid of those old campaigns. So that's one I wanted to mention. The other is review your product codes in the unassigned bucket. You're going to have new products that you're offering over time. Sometimes you might want, I would say, do this on a quarterly basis anyway, but anything that's in the unassigned bucket needs to be mapped into a product code so the influence conversion reports will be correct. So the way to get to that is select any campaign, select that campaign settings, and from the flyout menu, go to that product assignments tab, scroll down to the unassigned category, and if you see any product code in that, then you can go and do that mapping down through the settings area. But what we'd like to make sure that you guys do is send us an updated list of your deposit loan codes to support@deeptarget.com. If we haven't gotten one in the last I would say 3 to 6 months, go ahead and send those. You might need to reach out to your whoever handles your core at your institution to get that to us, but we'd like to keep a current list where possible. So, um,
Perfect.
so
Okay.
those two. And then the next one, we have update our annual revenue values. So last couple of years, we introduced where you can see what your revenue would be on the growth grid, but that's based on values that are in a table that you can set in the settings area. So settings, average revenue values, those are defaults that Deep Target has put in, but we want those to reflect your FI's most recent values. So we just want to make sure that you're kind of taking a look at those and updating them as required. The next one is review your current campaigns. Check and see if you've got any that were published over 90 days ago. Take a look at those. Look and see if they're still look good. You probably want to update your graphics. So, the way you can get to that is campaigns, all campaigns, and just check your last published date. And, you guys know what to do on that on the content update. So that's always
Perfect.
good for engagement.
Good. Yeah.
And
And don't forget, you can look at the individual performance of that campaign over time.
mhm.
And after 90 days, we as humans, we do tune out uh, ads, images, and whatnot on the screen. And so engagement drops off. So you always want to refresh about every 90 days. Okay. Good practice. Thank you, Helen. Okay. Next
And
slide.
then the last one, we want to update your campaign prioritization. Go to settings, prioritize campaigns, get anything that's expired out of that list and move, take a look at what you've got going this month or this quarter and make sure you're updating that. The next one is review your schedule report setup. I know, people have people that leave your institution. You may have some other people that need, a new branch manager hired or something. Go in your schedule report and make sure that the recipients are the current list that needs to go to. And one thing that I wanted to call out is in this next release that we have a deep target, it's going to be mandatory that you have the influence conversion report and the click report be encrypted. So just make sure that you go in and look at your schedule reports that you have right now and make sure there's password on that on those two reports. It's not required on the management report, but the influence conversion and click report do require those. And the
Perfect.
other last thing is schedule your customer success review. I know some of you we meet quarterly, but some we haven't spoken to in a while. So email us at
Okay.
support at Deep Target to schedule your free session. We're here. We want to help you. We want to show you how to use the new functionality, in more depth. Like we say, training's always free. These customer success reviews are always free. And it's a good chance for you to tell us what's going on at your institution, what your strategy is, so we can help you get better results.
Right. And then we learn about two-thirds of our innovation from you guys asking for new
Right.
capabilities and can you try this? All of, in fact, most everything that we've added here recently is because you guys have asked. So let us know in these review meetings. We'd love that. Okay. Thank you, Helen.
Okay.
Great, great words to live by. So now the big section, customer top performers in 2025. So let me explain a little bit about our how we do our KPIs. You guys should be familiar with our KEI and KMI, which are designed specifically by Deep Target for you guys to understand your engagement. So these are month-based, and it's the prior month-based. So in this example, if you were receiving a 14 user KEI number, that would tell you that in the previous month, it took you 14 users on average to receive one click, which is outstanding. We actually have a rating level for that. And it's very, very important that you see this so that you know your engagement is good. This just as Helen said, if this number starts climbing, that knows you're losing engagement. That might be because your campaigns have gotten a little stale, your ads, that kind of thing. So be aware of that. And then the other one is related to impressions and influence conversions only. So key impression indicator, and this says how many unique users saw an ad last month and then opened at least one account. So it took 70 users seeing a ad, so an impression, and then an account was opened. So super powerful capability. You want to be low numbers so that your engagement and your results, new accounts, is high. So keep an eye on that. We can help educate you more on that. So how have we done that here for our top performer review? So it's the total annual account holder engagement percentage. And what that is, that's what we did for this report. It's total unique impressions over the entire year for all product types. So any campaigns you have deployed during the year, divided by total unique clicks. So in essence, how many impressions? So it's a, if you will, a very large scale KEI almost. But then we turn it into a percentage. Okay. And that's how we determine top engagement. So what that means is we're really excited. 51 of you guys had super high engagement level with your account holders. And here they are. So 41 of you guys received at least 30 to 50% engagement uh, throughout for the whole year across your current account holders. And uh, super great results for that. And it also resulted in great new account opens as well. So 41 of you received 30 to 50%, but then 10 of you guys received over 50%. So that's even more amazing. So this means that you had such super engaging campaigns and most likely targeted so well that it drew clicks from your account holders. And so we're really excited about that. In fact, the number one performer with this engagement is Extra Credit Union. So hats off to Extra Credit Union. They received 80% account holder engagement. Total unique impressions were 13,000. Total unique clicks, 10,000. So think about that being leads. New accounts open, 4,297. So way to go, Extra Credit Union. You guys are on it. Way to go, everybody else that was in the top 10 and everybody else that was here in our 41%, 41 customers. So great job. Let us help you continue to be this great and continue to be, or help you guys get greater next year. Okay. So last thing I'm going to show you is influence conversions. So these are just total numbers. So these are the 41 customers that had over 1,000 plus new accounts open, influenced by Deep Target. So way to go, all of you guys. Great numbers. But then there's even more. So 6 of you guys, Co-op, Michigan Schools, Dow, TrueCore, Georgia United, and United One, had over 10,000 new accounts opened influenced by Deep Target. So what an amazing year for all of you guys. Great work. We're so glad that we're helpful to you and can help you grow. We want to do that more. So let us know how we can help. Okay. So fantastic stuff. Don't forget we do managed services as a part of our service. You can sign up for that. I think, Helen, how many do we have using us?
Over around 40, a little over
For
40.
40 of you
Mhm.
guys use us for managed services. Let our experts help you as an extension of your team. Follow us on YouTube to learn about us. You'll see an email shortly about this recording as well. Realize that because you use Deep Target, we are and you are the leader in AI data analytics to drive loan deposit growth and new core deposits now with our new tap capability. So finally, right at the bottom of the hour, Helen, who would you
See
like
who's
to? Yeah,
still on.
let's do a
Okay,
shuffle.
this month's winner is Hayden Hook.
Way to go, Hayden! Congratulations. Hayden, watch for an email from me and then an e-gift card from Starbucks coming shortly afterwards. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all for joining us. We wish you the best year ever. It's going to go by fast. I know it. If there's anything we can do to help, thank you so much. And Helen, thank you for being here.
All right, have a good next month.
That's right. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.